the soap. How the faucet's running and I keep looking at you. Stuck on your phone or you're stuck in your zone. And you don't ever cook, but I don't wanna give up. Baby, I just want you to get up. Lately I've been a little fed up. Wish you would just focus on me. Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Me. Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Lazy and broke. No, we get this money, so I guess I can't complain. But I feel alone even when we're alone. And that don't cost a thing, but I don't wanna give up. Baby, I just want you to get up. Lately I've been a little fed up, yeah. I wish you would just focus on me. Can you focus on me? Yeah. Baby, can you focus on me? Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Baby, focus. Can't you see? I just wanna love you, baby. Look me in my eyes. Ooh.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips in the balance of the favor of fair use. Empathy is the ability to recognize what others are feeling emotionally. Some people feel they have an extra helping of empathy and may consider themselves an empath. Empath is somebody who was highly empathetic or sensitive. In general, they experience emotion. When we talk about empaths, and to truly understand what it means, you first have to understand what the word empathy is and one of the main qualities of the empath. Empathy is the ability to understand and feel what another person is feeling or experiencing. Empathy allows us to understand another's perspective of emotions. Taking on another person's viewpoint doesn't automatically motivate us to help someone, nor does engaging in empathy have to make us feel overwhelmed or exhausted. But for those who describe themselves as empaths, the experience of expressing and experiencing empathy is more extreme than the average person. My empaths, you feel things deeply and you are so aware of the energy of those people that are around you. You sense what others are feeling, and you might find it difficult to separate your own feelings from other people. Welcome to Blended Healing. Welcome. Today we're talking about the emotions of an empath. Empaths. I smile. Your emotions are always on point, and you focus in on the emotions of other people, and that can affect you deeply. Sometimes it's hard for you to discern your feelings from other people. You recognize emotions quickly and deeply and rapidly, and you recognize and resonate with other people's emotions, often knowing how someone feels without them having to say a word. You mimic the movements and the emotions of others in some cases. Those of you empaths with high levels of empathy may unknowingly display mirroring the behaviors, even the movements of those that are nearby you, whether it's facial expressions or even noticeable gestures or postures or even emotions. Beloved empaths, you feel other people's pain. You are so deeply aware of and sensitive to others' feelings, and this will include the ability to feel that pain. You perceive the suffering of others, and that allows you to understand or to feel their pain. But this is what I need you to practice: how you can turn off these sensitive feelings. Because your experience with your consistent sensitivity and the awareness of those that are around you can break you down. It can make you feel exhausted and overwhelmed. I know that one of the things, well, a couple of things that I know about you empaths is that you are a good listener and you take the time to understand other people's perspectives. You can have people who tend to trust you with their problems because of your ability to put yourself in the other people's shoes and listen to them. You are able to discern others people's intentions. And this, you are able to tell when somebody's not being honest or genuine with you. You are skilled at maintaining friendships. You keep social bonds very strong. And you are highly empathetic. And you may find connecting with and understanding others come quite naturally. You feel less aggression than other people. You process your emotions like pain and fear. You are more responsive to distress cues than other people. And thanks to your extra responsiveness, you are less aggressive towards sad or distressed people. You are an asset in the field of helping people because of your high level of empathy for other people. You would probably flourish in social work or public health or even counseling. And that is so beneficial for those people who are receiving care. But you have to know when and how to remove yourselves to settle and rest and reset. This is what I also know, that you could be feeling overstimulated and burnt out. You are feeling drained. You're sad sometimes. You're exhausted when you interact with other people. You process a lot of information very quick, and you feel quite drained and exhausted when you spend time with other people. As you keep picking up a lot of cues and keep going and going and going, you neglect yourself. You're so tuned into other people and their needs that your own needs usually take a back seat. Stop it. I know you're finding it difficult to tune out the emotions of other people, which is one way to protect yourself in your energy. The very capability that makes you an empath is also more difficult when you need to protect yourself from emotional overload. You're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, and that personally affects you, especially when it comes to things that are going on around you. You feel me? All right. What do you need to know? Empaths, you are deeply feeling people who take on those emotions of other people. You are on sensory overload, absorption of other people's emotions make you sensitive. My overstimulated sisters and brothers who are empaths, please allow me to give you some help. May I offer that you need to look out for emotional triggers. One of the things that can trigger you is unhealed trauma. You need to have an insight to determine if you're connecting with the emotional experience of another person rather than reacting to your own trauma of being triggered. To address that trigger, consider self-care and start looking up things that can help support you to resolve any unhealed trauma. Too much one-on-one time is also a key emotional trigger for you. That overwhelming feeling may come from spending too much time with the individual and not enough time alone. It may be related to how intense that other person is too. The conversation topic or even the tone. Some emotions are more triggering than others. Identify the emotions that take the most energy from you. Okay. How can you avoid the burnout? Well, you know that burnout is an impact of excessive emotions and you overextending yourself. Exhaustion is common among you, and you can be overwhelmed with emotionally heavy loads of other people. And while your gift is valuable, you can express it more healthy towards your mental, your physical, and your emotional health. Prioritize, prioritize, prioritize your self care. Maintain your boundaries and avoid being Captain Saberho. I said it. But B, you can still be a reflective listener, but avoid that burnout. You need a space where you can release that emotional energy that you absorb from other people. Put that boundary in place, please. Put that boundary in place. Let me see what I can find out and what's the vibe around you. Maybe I can give you some messages from the divine that can help you out as well. Ashe, Ashe. Empaths. Before I get to what the divine message is, you can stay in control. I want to remind you that being emotionally present does not equal having the responsibility to fix other people. Instead, all it does is just deeply connect you with someone and ask them how you can support them. And those questions can empower a sense of responsibility for how others feel and navigate through an issue. I want you to recognize that sometimes people just want someone to listen to them while they express their own feelings. Start practicing reflective listening. The act of reflection can help you release the emotions that you absorb from other people. Ashe, Ashe. So this is the message that I received for you from the divine. What's the vibe? I asked them, what is the vibe? And this is a collective message, so take whatever resonates with you and leave the rest. There is a sense of the fact that people are nosy and they're poking and prodding at you to find out about other people that you may have talked to. They want to sip on some tea at the benefit of you. They want to pick your brain of how somebody else around you, how you're picking up the vibes from other people. They're nosy as hell. And you ain't got to let anybody know that. And you already know that. So why do I need to say that to you? You already know. They just trying to sip on that. They want to get the end because they know that you're gifted. And they want to tap into your gift to find out about other people so they can use it against them or for their own benefit. You dig? Somebody around you will be apologizing to you because they were arrogant. They jumped up and did some real disrespectful shit to you. And know that apology is insincere. in some cases. Like I said, they want to utilize your gift. But the divine is telling you, my empaths, it's time for you to smell the roses. It's time for you to release some of this emotional energy that you have. You need to slow down and take some time for you and get out in nature. Slow down. Appreciate every rose bush that you see. Primarily if you're receiving pink roses. Somebody here got some pink roses that's in here. Or you've been around. They want you to stop and notice nature. Take notice of them. So that way it takes you out and away from the emotions that you have been absorbing and releasing that energy back into Mother Gaia. Okay? And of course, you have to recharge yourself. You already know that. You have to breathe, let go, and clear your mind. Ashe, ashe. May I offer that today may be a day that could be really easy for you to go too far. So be careful. It's also a very good day for all types of communication if you need to do that. Today's a good day for that, especially with the moon being in Capricorn. It's about the business, right? And let me give you an affirmation. Work hard for what you want because it won't come to you without a fight. And that quote is from Leah LaBelle. I want to thank you for stopping by Blended Healing on today. Be well, stay safe, Ashe, and I shall see you all very, very soon.